On Tuesday, March the 8th, 2022, I posted Anachronism 3531. It's called, I probably mentioned this, I live alone, my own place, 3 years this week. If this were an anachronism, I'd be on a hill named a knob, tucked away in a big bed with, well, Coco the Loco, or up Anza Vista in a big bed with, well, Sepia the cat, or in a big bed under the comfy comforters with Sepia the cat at either the old Amory Street spot, my last one in Boston, well, Jamaica Plain, or up Tower Street from the last stop on the Orange Line, right beneath that big cemetery, the name of which I should look up, Forest Hills, I believe, just like the aforementioned station, Forest Hill Cemetery and Forest Hill Station, it turns out, to which I want to say, of course, but there's my odd memory, which, to be clear, is not memorylessness. The former residence in which I would be snuggled up in the same big bed as the last one mentioned. It made the trek from Beantown to Frisco in the summer of 2000. Sepia. This is yet more historical than anachronistic. And the latter, nestled among the snow-covered trees and just a few steps up, gravestones, older than any I had thus far encountered. I'd be snuggled into the tiny bed in one of my 2/3 floor rooms with a teeny tiny cat named Sepia. A gift from a human, if a cat could be called such a thing. But the point is, it was never just me and a cat. There were plenty of humans coming and going. At each home I called my own. Another could just as correctly call it his. I guess there was the Bush Street place in the Tender Knob, a name meant to sound a little less déclassé than the Tenderloin, though that was officially its locale. And Sepia was ruler of that lovely studio roost, of course, but even there, comings and goings and stayings overnight and visiting out-of-towners and entire parties and Mom and the occasional sleepover, human after human after human would grace the sunny apartment's presence with regularity for the 2.5 years in which that was my residence. But now, I live alone and have now in this my hot box, but with but the rarest of visitors. I can count 2 from the last 2.5 years. And not even a cat with whom to converse, who might pretend to sleep alongside, like Coco, or top me off and on throughout their naturally nocturnal flitting and prowling and giddiness. Nope. Here it's just me. And, yep, this is history, and nothing really more than that. And I suppose that's just fine.